The invisible game: how digital marketing controls your mind. What if I told you that every time you open your phone, check your email, or scroll through social media, you're being manipulated? Not in an obvious way, not with force or threats, but through something far more powerful: psychology. Every ad you see, every product you feel drawn to, every impulsive purchase you've ever made wasn't just a random decision. It was designed, carefully crafted by experts who understand exactly how your mind works and how to control it. This is the hidden world of digital marketing psychology. Companies don't just sell products anymore. They sell emotions, desires, and identities. They know what makes you curious, what makes you hesitate, what makes you click. They know how to make you feel like you need something, even when you don't. And here's the scariest part: most people have no idea it's happening. So how do they do it? In this series, we're going to break down the 5 core psychological strategies used in digital marketing, how brands hack your brain to create emotional cravings, the hidden persuasion techniques behind ads, social media, and websites, why people keep buying things they don't need and why they feel good about it, how companies use your own psychology against you without you realizing it, and most importantly, how you can recognize these tactics and take back control. But before we dive in, let me ask you this. Have you ever bought something and later wondered, why did I even want this? If so, you've already been influenced. The emotional triggers that make you buy. Have you ever felt an overwhelming urge to buy something without even thinking? Maybe you saw an ad for a product you never even considered before, and suddenly you felt like you needed it. Maybe you clicked add to cart, without hesitation, only to ask yourself later, why did I even buy this? That wasn't just random impulse. That was psychology at work. And if you think you're immune to it, you're not. Because digital marketers don't sell products. They sell emotions. The science of emotional triggers. Carl Jung believed that the human mind is shaped by deep, unconscious desires, things we don't always recognize but drive our every action. Marketers understand this better than anyone. They don't persuade you with logic. They target your emotions. Fear: if you don't buy this, you'll be left behind. Desire: people will admire you if you own this. Nostalgia: remember the good old days? Bring them back. Trust: this is what successful people use. Urgency: limited time only. Don't miss out. Every ad, every product description, every buy now button you see is crafted to trigger an emotional response. And it works every single time. The fear of missing out, FOMO, marketing's secret weapon. Imagine this. You're scrolling through Instagram, and you see an ad for a new smartwatch. It looks sleek, high-tech, futuristic. At first, you're not interested. But then, you notice something at the bottom of the ad. Only 5 left in stock. Exclusive offer ends in 2 hours. Thousands of people are already upgrading, are you? Suddenly, something shifts in your brain. You weren't even looking for a smartwatch. But now, you feel like you need to act fast. This is called scarcity marketing. Marketers create artificial urgency because they know that when something feels rare or time-sensitive, your brain panics. This isn't just speculation, it's science. Studies show that when people believe something is scarce, they desire it more. Think about how people go crazy for limited edition sneakers, rare collectibles, or last-minute sales. The famous Black Friday effect: people fighting over TVs and appliances, not about necessity. It's about scarcity. Your brain is wired to fear loss more than it desires gain. And digital marketers use this against you every single day. The power of social proof: why we trust strangers over ourselves. Let's say you're shopping for a new phone. You visit a website and see 2 models. The first one has 0 reviews. The second one has over 5,000 5-star reviews and bestseller next to it. Which one do you pick? Most people will pick the second one. Not because it's better, not because they personally tested it, but because other people approve of it. This is called social proof. It's the reason why you check reviews before buying anything. You feel safer when a product has thousands of ratings. You trust influencers when they say, I use this every day. Marketers know that if they can convince a few people to buy something, millions more will follow. That's why they flood social media with fake reviews, influencer endorsements, and testimonials, because the more you see other people enjoying something, the more you feel like you should have it too. The hidden psychology behind free. Nothing makes people react faster than the word free. Buy one, get one free. Free shipping if you order in the next 24 hours. Sign up and get a free trial. Why does this work? Because your brain hates loss. Even if you don't need the product, the idea of getting something for free makes you feel like you're gaining something. Companies use this to trap you into long-term spending. That free trial? It auto-renews at full price. That free shipping? You have to spend $100 first. That free bonus? You only get it if you buy the expensive version. Marketers know that once you start engaging with a product, you're more likely to spend money on it. It's not generosity, it's psychological warfare. The final question: are you in control? Right now, you might be thinking, have I fallen for these tricks before? The answer is yes. We all have. Because digital marketing is designed to bypass your rational mind and target the emotional, instinctive parts of your brain. But the real question is, now that you see the patterns, will you still fall for them? The hidden influence: how digital marketing shapes your identity. What if I told you that marketing isn't just about selling you products, it's about selling you an identity? Think about it. Every ad, every social media campaign, every brand message isn't just telling you what to buy. It's telling you who you should be. What kind of clothes a confident person wears. What kind of car a successful person drives. What kind of phone a cool person owns. Marketing isn't about convincing you to buy something you need. It's about convincing you that you need something to be complete. And once they control your identity, they control everything. Why you don't just buy, you become. Carl Jung believed that people don't just think of themselves as individuals. We create identities based on symbols. Marketers know this. That's why they don't just sell products. They sell symbols of status, belonging, and self-worth. Apple doesn't sell phones. They sell creativity, intelligence, and exclusivity. Nike doesn't sell shoes. They sell determination, achievement, and greatness. Luxury brands don't sell handbags. They sell power, prestige, and high status. And you don't just buy a product. You buy into the identity that comes with it. The scarcity illusion: why luxury brands never have enough. Have you ever noticed that high-end brands never seem to have their most popular items in stock? This isn't a mistake. Luxury brands like Rolex, Louis Vuitton, and Ferrari intentionally limit supply because they know that scarcity increases desire. People don't just want expensive things, they want things that other people can't have. If something is difficult to get, your brain assumes it must be valuable. Owning rare items makes people feel special, unique, and elite. This is why people wait in line for hours for limited edition sneakers. It's why companies like Supreme release small drops instead of mass-producing products. Because once you believe that your identity is connected to a brand, you'll do anything to be part of the exclusive club. The social media mirror how brands make you compare yourself to others. Marketing has always been about influence. But social media changed everything. Because now, brands don't just tell you who to be. They show you who you're supposed to bethruff other people. Influencers showing off luxury vacations, expensive cars, and designer clothes. Perfect bodies, flawless skin, and unrealistic beauty standards. Friends posting about their latest gadgets, making you feel like you're falling behind. This creates a psychological trap called social comparison. Before social media, you compared yourself to the people around you: your friends, your coworkers, your neighbors. Now, you compare yourself to millions of strangers, many of whom are carefully curated by brands to make you feel like you're not enough. And what happens when you feel like you're not enough? You buy things to fix it. That's why brands flood your feed with images of perfect lifestyles. Not to inspire you, to make you feel like you're missing something, so you spend money to fill the gap. The confidence scam: why beauty and fitness marketing is built on insecurity. Think about the last time you saw an ad for a beauty product, a workout program, or a supplement. Did it say, "You're already great, this will just enhance what you have"? Or did it say, "You are not enough. You need this to be better"? Most marketing is built on creating insecurity, then selling you the solution. Beauty ads first make you notice your flaws, then tell you their product will fix them. Fitness brands make you feel like you're lazy, weak, or out of shape, then sell you motivation. Dating apps convince you that you're alone because you're not attractive enough, then offer you filters, premium features, and coaching. And the worst part, these industries don't actually want you to be happy. Because if you ever feel truly confident, you stop buying their products. The ultimate psychological trick: turning spending into self-love. Marketers have figured out a genius move. They know people don't like feeling manipulated. They know that if a brand directly tells you, "You're not good enough," you might resist. So instead, they twist it. Invest in yourself. It's not spending, it's self-care. You deserve it. Buying this isn't about materialism, it's about self-love. Successful people spend money on themselves. If you don't buy, maybe you're not ambitious enough. Suddenly, shopping isn't just about getting things. It's about proving your worth to yourself. And that is how brands trap you, making you believe that every purchase is a step toward becoming the best version of yourself. The real question, are you choosing, or are you being chosen? Right now, you might be wondering, am I actually in control of what I buy? Or have I been programmed to want certain things? And that's exactly the question you should be asking. Because digital marketing isn't just about selling products. It's about shaping how you see yourself. But what happens when someone wakes up to these tactics? What happens when you stop letting brands define your identity and start creating your own? The final trap. By now, you've seen how digital marketing does more than just sell you products. It hijacks your emotions. It manipulates your self-image. It tricks you into believing that spending money is self-improvement. But there's one final, even more powerful tool that marketers use. Not just to make you buy once, but to keep you coming back again and again for the rest of your life. This is where neuroscience and addiction psychology come into play. Because brands aren't just competing for your money. They're competing for your brain. The dopamine loop, why shopping feels like a high. Have you ever felt a rush of excitement when buying something? Maybe you finally ordered that expensive item you've been eyeing for weeks. Maybe you clicked by now on an impulse purchase that made no sense. Maybe you felt a hit of joy only to feel empty hours later. That's dopamine. Dopamine is the brain's pleasure chemical. It's released when you experience something exciting, but here's the trick. Dopamine doesn't make you happy. It makes you want. That's why the thrill of shopping fades the moment you complete the purchase. You feel the urge to keep buying even when you don't need anything. Companies constantly release new versions of the same products, iPhones, sneakers, gaming consoles, because they know the anticipation is what keeps you hooked. Marketing triggers dopamine deliberately to keep you chasing the next hit. Limited time only. Urgency spikes dopamine. Only 3 left in stock. Scarcity creates desire. People are raving about this product. Social proof fuels craving. Your brain is literally being rewired to associate buying with pleasure. Why social media makes you want things you never needed. Shopping addiction didn't start with the internet, but digital marketing made it unstoppable. Think about how you interact with social media. You scroll endlessly. Why? Because your brain is searching for the next dopamine hit. You see an influencer promoting a product. Even if you weren't interested before, now it's in your mind. You click, you browse, you think about buying. You don't even realize you've been primed. This is called behavioral conditioning. It's the same technique used in slot machines and gambling apps. The more you engage, the more your brain associates scrolling with shopping. And once that habit forms, it becomes second nature. You don't even realize it's happening. Are you making choices, or are choices being made for you? Here's the biggest trick of all. Digital marketing doesn't just sell products. It sells the illusion of choice. You think you chose that brand. You think you decided to buy that product. You think you're in control. But in reality, that brand was put in front of you hundreds of times before you made a decision. That product was strategically placed in your feed, in your email, in your recommendations. That choice was made before you even realized you were considering it. Marketers know that the best manipulation is the kind you never notice. And the question you need to ask yourself is, are you choosing what you buy? Or has the choice already been made for you? Breaking free, how to reclaim your mind. Now that you see the game, how do you escape it? The truth is, you can't avoid digital marketing, but you can take back control. Step 1. Recognize emotional triggers. Next time you feel the urge to buy something, pause. Ask yourself, am I buying this because I need it or because I was made to feel like I do? What emotion is this product triggering in me? Fear, desire, insecurity? Is this really urgent, or is it a psychological trick? Step 2. Stop mindless scrolling. The less time you spend being exposed to ads, influencers, and sales tactics, the more control you have over your own decisions. Step 3. Make marketers work for your attention instead of reacting to ads. Be proactive. If you want a product, research it on your terms. Don't let algorithms decide what you see. Follow people and content that educate, not manipulate. Step 4. Detach identity from consumption. You don't need a brand to define you. You don't need a product to feel worthy. Marketers want you to believe that you are incomplete without what they're selling. But the truth is, you were complete before they even entered your mind. Now you know the secret. Every ad, every product, every campaign is psychology in action. Companies aren't selling products. They're selling emotions. They're selling identity. They're selling control. And the moment you recognize this, you take back your power, because you are no longer just a consumer. You are the one making the choices. If this opened your eyes, you need to see what's next. Because marketing is just one piece of a bigger puzzle. In our next video, we dive into how social media rewires your brain, why you can't stop scrolling, why you crave likes, and how platforms manipulate your behavior in ways you never imagined. So if you're ready to see the world differently, watch now. Because digital marketing isn't just about what you buy. It's about how you think. And it's time to start thinking for yourself.